I see big change on the horizon. Hi entrepreneurs, I'm Vicky Brown, and you're in the right place if you want to engage your team, boost your business, and grow your leadership muscle. So let's talk about the new legislation that's about to reshape how we think about benefits, compliance, and employee support. Now, it's officially called the American Families and Workers Tax Relief Act of 2025, though you may have already heard of it referred to by its nickname, the One Big Beautiful Bill. Whatever you call it, the bottom line is the same. This is one of the most expansive workplace laws that we've seen in years, and it's going to impact nearly every employer in the country. Whether you run a team of 2 or a team of 20, this bill brings new requirements, new systems, and in some cases, new risks if you're not prepared. So in this video, I want to walk you through the parts that matter most for small business owners, what's changing, what to expect, and what you can start doing right now to get ahead of it. Because like it or not, this is happening, and your ability to stay informed is going to be the difference between feeling in control and playing catch-up. Now, the bill touches a lot: tax credits, healthcare, paid leave, retirement, but I want to focus on 5 areas that are particularly relevant for employers. Let's start with health plans. One of the changes in this new law has to do with high deductible health plans, the kind that are usually paired with health savings accounts or HSAs. Here's what's changed. Those plans can now keep covering telehealth, virtual doctor's visits, mental health check-ins, that sort of thing, even before the deductible gets met. And your employees will still be able to put money into their HSA. You see, before this law, there was a bit of a question mark. If you gave early access to telehealth, you risked making the plan ineligible for an HSA. Well, that's no longer a concern. So this update gives both you and your employees a little more flexibility. Now that said, you'll still need to double check your plan materials and talk to your benefits broker or provider to make sure it's all reflected correctly. If you offer one of these plans, don't assume your insurance carrier is updating everything behind the scenes. And don't skip the step of letting your employees know what's changing. They need to know what's available, when it kicks in, and how to use it. Now, let's shift gears to paid family and medical leave, because this is another area where the new law makes some important changes, especially for employers who already offer some kind of paid leave. So here's the headline. The federal tax credit for offering paid family and medical leave that was originally created in 2017, well, now it's permanent. That's a big deal. Before this, the credit was temporary and kept getting extended a year or 2 at a time. That made it hard for small businesses to plan. But now you can count on it. And not only is it permanent, the new law actually expands who's eligible and what the credit covers. Here's how it works. If you offer paid family or medical leave and you have a written policy in place, you may be able to claim a business tax credit for doing so. The credit starts at 12.5% of the employee's wages during the leave period, and it increases if you cover more than 50% of the person's regular pay, up to a max of 25%. But here's what's new. You can now get credit for not just the wages you pay during leave, but also a portion of insurance premiums that you paid during that time. And this is a big shift. Employers in states with their own paid leave laws can now qualify for the credit if they offer more than what their state requires. That wasn't allowed before. To qualify, you'll need a written policy that meets IRS standards. That means at least 2 weeks of paid family and medical leave per year, paid at no less than 50% of the employee's regular wages, and it needs to apply to all qualifying employees, not just executives or full-timers. Now, if your team works across multiple states, it gets a little more complex. Different notice rules, wage replacement levels, contribution rates, you've got to track it all. That's why many multi-state employers are adopting a single policy that exceeds the most generous state requirements. It simplifies compliance and it keeps you eligible for the credit. And one more thing, this doesn't replace the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act, or FMLA. If someone qualifies for FMLA, you still have to provide up to 12 weeks of unpaid job-protected leave, even if you're offering a paid option as well. Now the good news? Well, the tax credit makes offering paid leave more financially doable for employers. But the challenge? The admin lift? Well, that's real. So now's the time to look at your policy, your systems, and your tracking process. Now, there's more where that came from. Next week, I'll walk you through changes to retirement plans, student loan, and dependent care benefits, and what all this means for enforcement and compliance. In the meantime, remember, your inspired leadership is the secret sauce to having a high-performing team and a wildly successful business you'll love. I'll see you next time on Leader's Journey.